So y'all guys get to see a part of my outdoor living room. So I wanted to talk with you guys to go back to the co-living space and why I choose travel and saving money over getting private apartment and paying a more astronomical price. I live in Southern Florida and it's pretty expensive on some of the apartments you get. So I tell everybody I chose co-living because it's much cheaper. And I like to travel. Guys, I've been able to go on cruises and take care of some things because the cost of living when you're doing co-living is much more economical than getting your own place. And if you live in any major city, any major city, and you want to get like a apartment, when you go out looking, the market rates are way over for a nice place, not just anywhere. About the average here in this area where I live in is about 1,700 to 1,800 on the nicer end. You may can go to an older apartment in another area of town for like 12 to 1,300, but again, those are older. That's in a different part of town. Very, very seldom in this area will you find anything under 1,700 for one bedroom, and the two bedrooms can go up to 2,000 some odd dollars. Now, I did choose to do this route because my goal is to eventually get land so I can, have, I don't know if it'll be a tiny home or whatever the code is they allow on that land. That's what I want to do. So I'm just encouraging everyone, the co-living space, being a minimalist and living with less and not having a whole bunch of things. Like right here, this is my outdoor living space. All these right here, I got this for free. It was in my hallway when I first moved here about a year ago. Been here a year. And it was free, and I got it. I spray painted it, put all my little things on it, and then I got that from the thrift store. All of this was thrifted, except my little fire pit that I put my marshmallows and do s'mores on. So all this is thrifted. That's not. But yeah, down to this, okay? So you can live well if you choose to go under the amount that is considered housing amount. Remember I said 30% of your income? So you take 30% times whatever you make per month, and that is what you should pay in rent. And if you go over that, that's when you're going to put yourself in a very tight spot. I'm not saying everyone, I'm just giving you an example, because they're saying you shouldn't live over 30% of your living expenses. So if your rent is like really high and your income's coming in and you're like, OMG, I gotta work an extra job, I gotta do this. This is when you know you may be over the amount. Now I share this because as a single, I'm an empty nester. My children are grown and they're gone off on their own lives. So I tell everybody, if you can do this, this will be a great example of living below your means, and then you can travel, you can, take the trips you want to take. I don't know if you want to travel, but that's just something I enjoy doing. You can go get the manicures, the pedicures, you can go get your massages. Massages are going to be super important for me in my life, so I think I'm going to stick with those. But yeah, you can do things that you normally wouldn't do if you are above your living expenses. So you have to pay your rent, but then that was just for the rent what I gave y'all. So then you still got to pay your electric. If you got Wi-Fi, you pay for Wi-Fi. If they choose to put, a lot of places are putting, what is it they're putting on there now? They're putting trash, valet trash, because they know people can be messy. So they charge you for that. So here you are, water, okay? So your base rent was $1,700 to $1,800 for one bedroom, if that's what you choose to get. Then you still gotta pay your utilities. So here it is your base rent, your water, your utility, your electric, your Amazon or your postal locker so you can get your packages in, your valet trash. And if you don't have your own liability insurance, they charge you for liability insurance. So what I say to this is that that's all one bill every month. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is included here at this place. Again, this may not be the ideal situation for everybody, but I am giving you some tips of how to make this work, especially with this economy, recession, inflation, everything's going up. I mean, like literally, I literally saw, what did I get one day? And it went up a whole dollar. I can't think right now, but it was like one full whole dollar more than, oh, I know what it was. It was these noodles I absolutely love. They're flat, and I use them for fettuccine when I'm making fettuccine Alfredo, and they cost like, they used to be $3 and some change a bag. Like they look like little eggs, and you throw them in your water. Anyway, they were like $3 something. Now like $4 and some change. So I'm seeing how even eggs. Oh yeah, eggs the other day was like $4 for eggs, and this was at Dollar General. And I don't normally buy eggs like that. I am going to look for a local farmer, and we'll talk about that on another video. And find some people who have chickens. I would love to give me some chickens and find me some land, and or let someone allow me to have the chickens. And put them somewhere. But yeah, oh God. Oh man, it's getting high up there. But I did want to share with you why I chose co-living. Yeah, I love to travel. I want to do more things than just have an apartment. My apartment could be the sweetest looking apartment, downtown, flat, high rise, but I would have been on a crunch. And that I don't like to feel crunched. I want to be able to pay my things off. I want to be able to help my children when they may need it, or my grandson may want something special, or I want to take a flight somewhere. Again, travel is major for me. My parents live way away, so for that, I have to fly to them. So yeah, anything you can do to save a couple dollars. So anyway, I just want to share with you guys about co-living, travel versus being on the crunch. And I'm going to talk to you more and more about this because I think more people need to know there are other opportunities out there, shared space, shared living, that are out there that you don't know, or you think you got to be in a roommate situation where that person doesn't pay their half, you're going to be put out. That's not the case the new way. And actually, when I do get more money up, I would love to do this model, this type of model where you may have a 5 or 6 bedroom house, you divide it out in rooms, and then you get people to pay per room. You get them a special door lock that they can have for their room. They could share the laundry room. They could share, of course, the backyard space if you have a backyard. They could share the kitchen, they could share the living room, and I think that's about it. And if you have a balcony or something, but a backyard, that would be perfect, ideal space. And I probably could do that. Anyway, thinking outside the box. Okay, guys, I'm gonna overcook you guys' grits. Hope you have a great day. Bye.